Hey everyone, truck's fully prepped, getting ready to mask it all off and then spray it with chassis saver. Everything's sanded down, the dupli-color bed armor, there's still some in there, you can see it, but I just removed it from the top surface and the side surface on the rock slider. The other sides I don't really care about. I didn't really clean off the inner fender wells. Not going to worry about it, but the body's all dealt with. Roof, all of it. Tailgate, all the inside edges, everywhere has been sanded. Even if it had to be hand sanded, it's all ready to go. So I'm going to put you guys in time lapse mode, and we'll get to work on this. And I'll talk to you guys after I wrap this all up. Again, make sure to check out Monstaliner.com. Talk to you guys in a second. Hey everyone, back again, and as you saw in the time-lapse video, got this all sprayed with chassis saver. What you didn't see in the time-lapse video is the fact that I ran out of it. Sorry, I've got injury. Anyway, which is fine. I got all the areas painted with chassis saver that I intended to get painted with chassis saver. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to stretch it, you know, to be able to do the entire truck, but that's not the case, and that's fine. It is just a base coat. Monstaliner is going over it, and to be honest, because chassis saver is not UV stable, I was considering going over it with a clear coat, with an automotive clear coat with a hardener. My shop is just entirely too dusty, and and you'll see I've got dust in the paint. Part of it is that I forgot completely to wipe off the rear hatch. Then there's other parts I wiped off that there's just a lot of dust on, and it is what it is. So what I think I'm going to do is, in one of my other videos you guys saw that I refinished my wheels. I'm going to get that same exact paint that I used for those wheels, which is just a spray can, and I'm going to spray all the door jambs with it. It's just a black, and go over the top of the chassis saver. It'll give it a little bit more meat, a little bit more protection, and it should look good, and it'll be the same exact black color that's on my wheels, and you know, and it'll protect it from the UV issue. So anyway, let me give you guys a closer look and we'll go from there. So here's my hood. It's just the underside. I didn't do the top side of it. I wish I could have, but I didn't. See all the dust that's in this? I don't really care. I just didn't want it to be blue. Okay, that's it. I just didn't want it to be blue. And I wanted to hit this area here because this is a rust prone area. So I did the inner fender, or the inside of the fenders. Didn't do the outsides, just did the insides. Again, just a little bit more added protection. I don't have inner fender wells, the plastic ones, because I trimmed my fenders. So I wanted to just give it that little bit of extra protection, just to try to prevent the rust as long as possible. You know, I live here in Syracuse, New York, in the Rust Belt, so just a little extra layer of protection. And that's why I also sprayed all of the inner fender wells here. Didn't do a great job on the suspension area, but that's fine. I don't really care. All that stuff's going to come out of there at some point, hopefully within the next year when I do the solid axle swap. Same thing on this side. Everything's nice and neat. Because I couldn't spray the firewall and all that without getting paint all over my entire engine, what I did was I took a drawing compass and I used the pointed end and just scribed a line all the way along this so that I could use it as a reference point for my tape line. So that I had a nice clean tape line. So that's what I did there. And then I just tucked all the newspaper in here. Oh, speaking of newspaper, if you guys are going to paint your vehicle, like legitimately paint it, not just do like a quick coat of chassis saver like I did, don't use newspaper. The newspaper will saturate and it will bleed through, so don't use that. I did it because I knew that I wasn't going to spray a whole hell of a lot of this stuff. I only had a quart, so it is what it is. As far as the straightness of the body, I don't know if you guys can see that. The body's pretty straight. Even where I had to take off the dupli-color, I was concerned that because I was using a wire wheel to take that off of there, that it was going to be all kind of, I don't know, bumpy. It's not at all. There are a couple dents. There's a little dent here, a couple little dents here in the door, right in this area. Real small stuff. There's one right here. There's one here. And then this crease here, I don't know if you can see that. This, you know, it's from the tire carrier, from being pulled open. So, no big deal. I'm hoping, because this is a, chassis saver shiny, it's glossy. They do sell it in a flat, and they do sell it in silver, by the way. But this particular stuff is glossy. I'm hoping that, these little dents that I'm seeing in here won't be very apparent once I got the Monstaliner on there, because it is not a glossy finish. This is where I ran out. and that's fine. This is covered up with Monstaliner, so that's no big deal. This is the area that was crucial, right here around where the window goes. And the reason being is that the window is a rear hatch, it pops up, so all of this stuff is seen through the window. So I wanted to make sure that I got that. And that's another reason why I'm gonna get that spray paint. I'm gonna come through here and sand down some of those dust bumps that are in the window area, the visible part. And I'm gonna shoot that area because that's gonna constantly get sun. So the chassis saver being here it definitely needs to be covered with something to protect it. Yeah, I don't know. Not much else to say here. I mean, let's see if we can get some angles on here and show you. I mean, it turned out pretty good. There's a crease dent. I don't know if you can see that. Right along here. That's from when I drove this thing off a cliff and they pulled me back up the cliff and a tree dragged across the side of the truck. I would have tried to pull that out, but I just couldn't. There's no way for me to get in there, and I would have had to get body filler to deal with that. But again, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. If I was concerned about dents, I'd be trying to pull out this rocker panel that's all smashed to hell. But there was also some Bondo here in this area that I was doing my best not to completely dig out, and it is a little bit bumpy, but not bad at all. You know, I gotta really be looking for it to see it. So all in all, I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Tomorrow I'm going to begin the installation of the Monstaliner. That's got to go in 3 stages because it's 3 different colors. So I'm going to start with the black, start on the roof because I didn't spray all the roof. There's a center section that didn't get hit. Anyways, I'm going to start on the roof and then just work my way down and then let that dry for 24 hours. And normally you don't have to let it dry for 24 hours. Monstaliner, because they know what I'm doing with this project and what my plans are, they recommended that I give it 24 hours just because I'm going to be masking off. And I'm going to need to be rubbing the masking tape on the surface really good because it's got like an orange peel look to it. So I need to make sure that it's thoroughly cured before I start rubbing on it like that. So first day, tomorrow will be the black. Then I'll mask it off for the white and do the white, let it sit for the 24 hours again, and then hopefully by Saturday, if nothing gets in my way, I'll be putting the red stripes on it, the accent stripes. As you saw in the intro, you've seen what this is supposed to look like, and that's pretty much it. It'll be a wrap. At that point, I'll just have to measure for my graphics and get those files sent off so I can get all the vinyl for the graphics, and then get all that stuff installed. So there might be one slight change depending on how the black installs, because I've never installed this stuff yet. If I feel like I should take the risk, I may put the white and the red on during the same day, because those 2 colors don't ever touch each other in the design. There's going to be a thin piece of tape separating them, so it'll be white, black, and then the red, and then black again. So I may do it. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, again, let me know what you guys think about it. I'm real happy with how it turned out. I've never sprayed a truck before, painted any vehicle whatsoever. So this is kind of fun for me as a bit of a learning process. Let me fully understand what needs to be focused on a lot and what doesn't if I ever attempt to actually paint a vehicle, not just a base coat from Monstaliner, but to actually paint and refinish a vehicle. Now I know that I need to spend a lot more time trying to addrss the dust issue, and also now I know how far a quart of paint will go as well. I laugh, but you know, that's very important. If you never painted a vehicle, one of the questions that most all of us are gonna ask is, well, how much paint do I really need? So, the Court almost did the entire truck. To be honest, if I didn't do all the suspension and the fender wells, I would have been able to do the whole truck with the Court, but that would have been, you know, essentially just one coat, you know. This was one heavier coat, so if you were painting, it'd probably be like, I don't know, you're gonna probably want at least two base coats on it, I guess. So I would say about 2 quarts. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to check out Monstaliner.com. If you want to order Chassis Saver or Monstaliner, you could do it on that website. If you want to know more about either one of the products, you could either check out Monstaliner.com or Magnet Paints. That's the company that makes both of these products. I'll put the links in the description. Make sure to check out alvarezmetalworks.com. If you're on alvarezmetalworks.com, make sure you head over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. The link's above. And for everybody, go like my Facebook page, please. That would be awesome. The link's either on my website above or on my YouTube channel page. Sorry, I'm choking and getting all tongue-tied at the same time. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.